Alright, what's up everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to the monthly 2v2 tournament where we have Job W and the Rob, the YouTube manager, Rob himself, aka Pro Evo. Apparently his name stands for Pro Evolution because he's actually like 60 years old and he made this account back in the 70s where, you know, the debate was still ongoing, and he felt really strongly about the fact that, you know, some people didn't believe in evolution. Alright, moving on, we got Moon Max and Riptidus on the other team. This is interesting comps. We usually don't see Fenrir in the 2v2, but with the buffs, you know, a lot of people are, you know, liking Fenrir in general. And I don't see why he can't shine in this kind of atmosphere. The only thing is he's not really, you know, he's not known for his tankiness. He can be built tanky, but he's certainly not naturally a tanky god. Oh my god, they stole that away. That's so rough. Moon Max just came in and took it with the in-hand. Job should have body blocked the red buff there, but didn't think to, unfortunately, in that scenario. I thought that they just kind of had it. And Rob also kind of backed off of it pretty quickly, maybe just thinking that it was done before it actually was. You got to make sure to secure those things because it's super important to, you know, start off, especially a joust with a joust 2v2 with that red buff. It gives your team a lot more lane presence and that, you know, a little bit of experience. That's also important in the early. Now, Job and Rob are definitely not Joust players by trade, by any means. So, yeah, this will be a challenge for them to adapt to the setting and all, because, you know, they don't regularly enter these tournaments. They, you know, just kind of enter this one for fun, which is always encouraged. So, even though I'll scrutinize you in commentary, you guys, definitely enter whether you feel confident or not. It's always a good learning experience, and it should be fun either way. Because mostly if I'm, like, you know, scrutinizing or something, it's not saying they're bad players, just noting that the, you know, that the play wasn't right in that position, right? So hopefully everybody can be on the same page with that. It's always a good thing to be able to take that kind of like criticism and either shrug it off if it doesn't matter at all to you because you don't care about, you know, improving in joust and you splurge yourself, or if you actually did want to get better at the game, then, you know. Riptida's taking quite a little bit of poke here, but he's got the escapes as Fenrir, he's fine. So yeah, with him being an unorthodox tank role here on the Fenrir, he could have a little bit of problems when going up against this Poseidon and Ravana when he's trying to frontline. Especially for this Soul, who's going to be, you know, primarily like a super backline, so he's not going to be able to help out Riptidus too much if he gets in a jam. Luckily like this, because this is a little bit rough. Job's diving in the backline, but he doesn't have anything up, unfortunately. If he had maybe his 2 or his 3 there, he could have pursued Riptidus more, but both players forced out there incredibly low, but unfortunately no kills go to the side of the blue team. Now, of course, this is just the first game of the tournament. Everybody's just getting warmed up. We have a lot of entrants this time around. We got Jabber with somebody I don't know actually. We'll go and get to that if we see Jabber. We got Rexy and Trelly that teamed up this time. We got CJM who did really well last time. We got Street Handles who won the last one. With Death, and who else do we have? Cosmos, for the first time in a very long time, has entered the 2v2. Ooh, big plays from the Fenrir. Really good shell from Job, though. Gonna keep him out of dodge there. That's great. Keep him out of dodge. Keep him out of, you know. Why does he use that? Everybody uses that backing animation. I hate that one. I would think it's like the least used, but it isn't. Riptidus might have gotten himself into a really bad spot there, but he does have the Aegis, so there you go. say, expending his jump right on the Poseidon there is quite risky, but it ends up being a kill because of an overextension on Rob's part. After he dropped the Kraken and didn't get anything off of it, and, you know, once he knew it was Aegis, he should have just immediately backed off, recognizing that Soul was there and that he was outnumbered, but he just lingered a little too long, and it allows first blood for the enemy team, and it goes the way of Fenrir. Fenrir will be able to snowball like crazy in this early game if he plays a hybrid, hybrid game with the tank and the, normal assassin burst style. It's gonna go a long way.
Trains, baby, I love them.
Hey, Dejrud, thank you so much for the 5 months.
Let me fix that.
Riptidus out of mana here. Could die. Wow, there you go. Nice. Rob himself picking up the second kill of the game and bringing it back for the blue team. Riptidus really did the same kind of thing there, overextending, finding himself in a 2v or a 1v2 situation without any mana to escape. Yeah, Rob is a very strong player. Both Rob and Job are very strong. I used to play with them a lot back in the day when, I played games that weren't just 1v1. Both are very knowledgeable when it comes to, the games that they invest their time into, whether it be Smite or Overwatch or, anything. PUBG. Job's hearing some compliments. He had to stop and listen. I'll wait on that, Nuda. Thanks. Ooh, big damage there. Oh my god. They had him perfectly with the cripple. That's one good thing about this matchup, given that it's Poseidon into this Fenrir. I'm not sure if in the picking stage, we actually didn't get to see the picking stage because Spectator, we were here pressing Spectate before they got into the lobby. And of course, we still didn't get in until they were in game, so shout outs to Spectator. But yeah, so unfortunately we didn't get to see the pick order. But I'm not sure if Rob did pick this Poseidon into the Fenrir knowing that, because it is a great counter. If cripples screw him over so much, just like a character like Serket would also be impaired, Fenrir absolutely can't use his 1 or his 3. And we saw it right there. Drop the Whirlpool, they just dogpiled on him with both ults. And took him out, easy pickings. So that's 2 deaths now on Riptidus' side. And yeah, we're seeing here the problem with the frontline Fenrir, especially into this composition. But here's an ult. Not much damage coming out though from either of these guys on the red team right now. Job's taking quite a bit on this chase, but he is, fine. Wow, okay, he takes a lot there, though. Where was that damage before? Okay, Rob, I don't know what happened in that situation, but he could go down here. If the 2 connects, nice. He's just out of range. Oh my god. That Kraken, though. It is important to note that both Rob and Job actually are EU, so shoutouts to them for even entering. I'm not sure about Mumax Riptidus. Sometimes I don't even know when people are from a different region they enter. But I always admire that because I cannot play at anything past, 50 ping. And so, of course, it does excuse them from quite a little bit there. Rob is going to have his beads back up, so that's a really unfortunate failed engagement for Riptidus because he got a great ult off, and, it should have set up for a position to kill on them, but there just wasn't enough damage there. I guess Rob building into the Warlock Sash, having the tanky Vamp Shroud start, really gave him the edge that he needed defensively to be able to absorb all of that without getting bursted down. Yeah, now with those beads back in play, it's going to be harder to get a strong engagement. The meta in 2v2 is basically It's generally warrior. It's usually, you know, one warrior per team, and I think that's one of the problems that red team's gonna have. Oh wow, look at Rob, really smart to try to use the Kraken there to save Job, because Job could have been in a really bad spot had he got grabbed there. But Job also, you know, having his own Q, was able to just get out of that as well. He, you know, he also has a great spot. Ooh. Nice. Also has a great matchup against the Fenrir. The final auto will find it. Oh, no, it won't. Wow. Just off. So close. Really well played from the blue team. They're looking like a veteran 2v2 team right here. And they had a really good picking phase, too. Like, Robin is absolutely broken in this mode. I think he should be banned most of the time, to be honest. Like, I'm not, you know, too big on 2v2, but from what I've seen, it is almost always on the winning end of the higher level play in our tournaments. And yeah, so it's usually a warrior and a mage. And if it's a guardian, if there's a hunter, it's usually hunter guardian, but that seems to be that seems to take the backseat toward the mage warrior compositions for the most part. From what I've seen, of course. Like I said, I'm not an expert on it by any means. But certain Guardian ADC comps can be very devastating, like a Hou-Yi, like Sobek, you know, if like Bacchus gets through and has a strong performance. So the only thing that's been going wrong for Rob are these strange Krakens. We've seen 2 good ones from him, and 2, but he's 2 for, yeah. He's 2 for 4 right now, I think. And remember, EU ping, people. EU ping. On his screen, they were there. Big ult here for Riptide. Very smart that he used the... okay, great. Gonna be able to get out with his own ult. Very smart that he used the ult immediately after his stun only to confirm it on Job this time, so that he doesn't, you know, end up just getting immuned out by Robin's 2. Hit confirming it with that stun so that he can make sure that he gets the pull. But again, like I said, unfortunately, that's another miss engagement. Ooh, this is a lot of damage coming onto Rob. And she does have ult, but I guess out of range, yeah, that's the poor part about Soul's ultimate. You place it in a direction and you have to lead it up to the enemy, so it has to take a while to get there. So not only is the range not that great, but oh wow, Rob again sticking around a little bit too long. There was nothing he could have done there to help Job out, especially without an ultimate up of his own. So yeah, Soul definitely not the best for chasing someone down with the ultimate itself. Joe gonna do his best to defend this tower, not gonna be able to defend the blue buff. Yeah, the games are have the priority on NA servers. If you're both EU, you can play it on EU servers. But what Rob was suggesting, and I agree with, is that I should do maybe 1 tournament a month that has EU priority. I'm just not sure how many people will actually make use of that, because usually, you know, the amount of EU entrants is like maybe like 20%. But still good to let those people that are regularly entering, you know, have an edge. Job and Rob's time to aggress both of these guys back at the same time, so maybe not the best timing for them there. Okay, great ultimate from Rob as they both, you know, piled on top of the dog. Job getting real low, but so is Riptide. They're both gonna have to back off here.
Not ready to tap out just yet.
Yeah, this is a close one for sure. It's probably one of the best round 1s we've watched. There's a lot of high level players in this event, so even the round 1s were you know, we're looking pretty good.
You better back.
these guys are thinking about doing the Bull Demon, but definitely wouldn't be the option right now. Without the time when they should have it though is when Poseidon's Kraken's down. It's just that you know they have them too close in lane. They weren't doing it quickly enough to be able to afford it for free. So it would come down to a trade, and they don't have that much secure without the soul ult. Did you really get the T crash, Captain Crunch? God damn, dude, that's so dumb. I don't understand how they can't fix that yet.
Let me fix that.
Yeah, I rebound my T as well. I think most people have tried to. Oh, that's gonna be a dead Poseidon. I don't know if Job has enough damage to take her out here. See, that one didn't really hit for as much as he would like it to, and he's not gonna be able to pedal too many autos into her. Oh, he's trying though. Soul ultimate, so hard to just like really track somebody with. It really, you know, requires CC in order to confirm at all. When you're relying on somebody just like base movement speed and you're trying to track them down with the ultimate, it's, as long as they have the right movement, you know, they're going to be able to get out from the main bulk of the damage at least. So good for Job though that he forced out Moonmax and ends up getting this red buff. It picks up his own lack of experience too. He was behind before that last engagement. He had been level 13 while everyone else was 14. And now Rob's one that's probably just slightly behind. Ward was placed by the red team. Smart of them. Just try to get that vision up in case the blue team does go for anything. But I would like to see an aggressive ward towards blue team's blue buff, so that they might be able to Fire Giant. Okay, big Kraken this time, finally on the mark from Rob. Really good job on that one. This comp works out very well with the Robin slowing and just, you know, interrupting the hell out of the red team. And then Rob following up with the nice Kraken. Ooh, Job will get tagged there, so he's gotta be careful with that lazy back. Alright, so let's look at the build here. Rob went for the Warlock's Gem of ISO, so he's not hitting for you know, as much as he would like to at this point. He's more just in it for the survivability. And I think that probably works out up against the Fenrir, because they can probably go better into the late. He wanted to make sure that he doesn't just instantly get burst down by the Fenrir in the beginning of these engagements. So he went with a very safe build here. And with the ISO, of course, like I said, that going into the late game is fantastic. Just pairing those slows with Job's so well and being able to condition the enemy. Finally getting his spear online, and that'll be the, you know, the main bulk of his damage now until he gets that rod done. Oh, Fenrir does hit that jump. Oh wow, quick ult, but unfortunately for Rob, he just expended his beads and his ult on that one. Good play by Fenrir. Yeah, would have been definitely better off if he had just beads out of it. But he had to commit to both after he realized that, you know, the CC immunity from the Ragnarok had already absorbed the knock-up from the Kraken, and he was, you know, going down if he had the beads.
Watch out, man number.
Job has gotten a beat stick here, which I think is a great option because they need to limit the healing on the side of both of these characters, actually, really. Soul and Fenrir getting quite a bit of self-healing. In terms of, you know, major defense, he's prioritized against the Soul, which I think is definitely the option for him. The Fenrir is building, you know, primarily tanky. So he has a beat stick of his own, which is very strange to me. I'm not sure why he opted for the beat stick. The only thing that he's trying to fight into is the Robin's 3, and that's not a major source of healing by any means, and it shouldn't be his priority. So I think that's definitely a misplay. If he was going to go for, you know, a pen item at all there, probably just go for a Jotun so that he gets his ult up more often. Or, you know, if he's really trying to make a bigger difference in the damage area, go for the Titan's Bane. But yeah, I think the Jotuns probably would have served him best. He's gone for a Bulwark here, which I think is a good option, especially into the Kraken. You know, just that little burst of well, just that little shield that comes up and saves you in those clutch moments, especially after the Kraken. That can really help out a ton, just help out with his frontlining presence that he really needs.
Let me fix that face.
Alright, the really smart of Rob to put these pools on himself, but oh my god, never mind. Just blown up. He didn't have the beads anymore like we said last engagement. He was forced to use it, and Riptidus has been so good on the prioritization. As soon as he knows that this guy doesn't have beads, he looks for the next engagement. Oh wow, Joe gets hit by that too there, but not enough. These guys might go for this. They probably could, honestly, but what they don't want to do is go for it now, actually, while the tower still stands. That would be a waste of a Bull Demon. So while they almost definitely could have done that with kiting and everything, there's no reason when, you know, you just take down the tower and look for the Bull Demon for the Phoenix. So yeah, as soon as he knows that the beads are down, Riptidus is just looking for that target again in the next fight. This time paired perfectly with Moonmax's ultimate, something that they haven't really been able to make great use of. That's an incredible combo, the Soul ults with the Ragnarok, because when every hit of Soul's ult hits you, like, you really feel it. You get, you know, you can get hundreds of zeroed real quick. And it's very rare that you're able to hit, you know, every hit of her ult like that. So definitely works out perfectly. It's a good combination in general, but it's just not, it's not meta, so it struggles this comp in many other ways in the neutral. If it gets what it wants, you know, it gets those nice combos going, that's fantastic. But yeah, they really just struggle in the neutral with, you know, keeping pace. But now that they've got their game going, things are going to be a lot more difficult for Rob and Job.
Let me fix that you.
Rob does have his rod now. Finally, going to be able to put up those big damage numbers on the board, and you know, hopefully that gives them the edge that they need. Moonmax on the other side opted for a Chrono Spin, actually. He's already got a lot of damage on his side, though, with the Sidian Chart, Polynomicon, and Bancroft. Unlike Rob, he has not gone at all in the safe direction. Okay, so he forced a beads from Rob there again. I don't think Rob needed 2 beads in that engagement. He kind of just panicked. He was nearly full health still, and he had been separated from Moonmax. It doesn't matter, because Job is going on a rampage right now. And luckily, Rob was able to, you know, tack on a lot of damage to Tidus as well, so that Tidus couldn't go back in to save the soul. Now it looks like they're going to be able to go in on this Bull Demon themselves. And now maybe the red team, you know, wishes they did do the Bull Demon last time, as inefficient as it would have been, because it actually would have ended up stopping blue team from getting it now. Fenrir knows he can't go in to defend that, so he's just gonna wait. Probably look to do his own. Is this blue buff up? Yeah, look to do the blue buff. He's just being really respectful. He doesn't want to get jumped on at all. He's, you know, doesn't have any wards on the map, so he's afraid that they can come at any time. But now with Soul back up, is confident to go and get some much needed farm to try to stay ahead in experience of the blue team, because they're actually still ahead in gold and experience. It's only slight, but you know, even though this big shift has happened, they still have the edge, other than this Phoenix being disabled. So this fight could very well go the way of the red team, especially with Rob's beads down. Speaking of the beads down, wow, Riptidus actually jumped in and missed the stun this time. He's gotten so low. Big ult from Soul, but this time not able to hit all the shots there. Wow, missing the stun with that leap from Fenrir meant everything, because Rob was able to respond perfectly, knock him away with the title surge, set up a lot of damage on him, and by the time he Ragnaroked, he had to do it. He had to do it at almost under half health, and there was just no way that that was going to end up well for him with Job on the backside, you know, doing damage to him as well. This could go down, but might not because of the great defense from Moon Max here. Uh-oh. He might have bit off more than he can chew, though. Oh my god, getting so low. Job will probably be able to find the final shot. He does. And Rob and Job advance in a really great game. Good stuff from both teams, honestly. It was a very unique kind of 2v2 game that we saw here. And great stuff to both. Yeah, he almost had Rob there. But even if he killed Rob, he had extended so far that Job probably just could have killed him and won the game. So I guess his best play would have just been try to stay healthy enough, but either way, he was pretty screwed there. Yeah, that was a really good one.